Hey guys, it's Avondale, and welcome back to Behind the Walls, where I take you behind the walls in the Noxcrew Gameshow. I'd like to remind you again, like I do every time, that if you haven't seen the episode yet, make sure to click on that link up there somewhere and watch the episode so we don't spoil it for you. So yeah, today I'm going to talk about Pyramid. My special guests today I have two of them. I have Niall all the way from Australia.
Hey guys, how's it going?
And I have Epic Landlord all the way from the UK.
Hey everybody.
And somehow we somehow we all found a time to get on and record together. Isn't it marvelous?
10 seconds into the recording,
quite...
10 seconds into the recording.
Really quite fantastic. Okay, so
yeah, we're really spaced around the globe today, aren't we?
We really are. We were just speaking of being spaced out around the globe. Look at how spaced out our decoration is in the lobby here. Really is fantastic, though. There's a bulldozer, of course. You want to go check out the bulldozer?
Oh, yeah. I totally want to go ride the bulldozer. Hang on.
I didn't even realise that this
yeah.
pyramids and bulldozers.
Wait, turn it on. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's fantastic.
The vibrations are tingly.
Oh wow, let's keep it PG. Over here we have a legit pyramid, which we'll use in a second to explain the game. What do we have over here? This is my favorite part, I think. Deathbed, like a sunbed, but deadly. Deathbed 2, like number 1, but 2.
Of course.
We actually, none of us saw this until about 5 minutes ago, and
yeah.
we're guessing Skyo
what do we
did
have
it.
Over here, as if I just haven't already planned to come over here and look at it.
We're guessing Skyo did it, so props to her for that one. Well, hey, why don't you guys play the totally legit pyramid here? Go on.
Okay, landlord, you be the caller. Actually,
right.
no, I'll be the caller this time.
Yellow,
Ready?
green, yellow, green.
Yellow, green. But hang on.
Yellow, green.
I'm not sure which one it is.
Yellow.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you got it. Oh, there's no diamond.
Is the coal not even in there still?
I'll give myself a diamond.
Don't give myself.
Alright.
There we go. I've got a diamond.
What's the next one? What's the next one?
Blue, red.
But all I see is red, blue.
Blue, red.
Is it this one? No.
No.
Okay, I guess he's stuck in there forever.
Wait. Yellow, green.
Yellow. Okay, I think it's
No, blue, red.
It's like
blue, red.
It's like a cerulean and a coral. Is that what you're going for there, or are you looking more for like an aquamarine? Okay.
Yes.
Hey, you made it out. There we go.
I got a diamond there. There you go.
The Noxcrew.
In this hand, I have the diamonds of the gray team. In this hand, I have the diamonds of the blue team. That was the best joke of the episode.
What's in your third hand?
I have a fake diamond. Right. No. Anyways, so this pyramid that you guys just played, I'm sure was modeled after the original pyramid, right, landlord?
Yeah.
It's about the same size. So tell us a little bit about how Pyramid came to be, because you built that game, what, about 3 years ago?
Yeah, 3 years ago, right at the start of the season. I think it was probably the third game to be built ever. Something like that. Basically, it's based off a game show on CITV back in like 2004, probably. It would have been.
Cut to stock footage.
I'm pretty sure it's 2004.
What's the name of it? What's the name of that game?
Jungle Run. It's a kids game show. People would just... It's sort of similar to the game show that we have now. It was more focused on collecting statues. So that's why you're collecting diamonds in here. But in the show, every game you were collecting statues in some way. And then you just have to collect them and give you more time at the end for the final game. But yeah, Pyramid. Pyramid was based off that game. And like this, it had doors. It had two people at the top. Someone would go into the pyramid and they'd ask...
Should we go in?
Yeah, let's do it.
Go in. Yeah, so like in the show, they'd have the top bit here, which was just like the top of the pyramid on the outside. And they would have these sort of pressure plate-esque things on the floor. And they would have like 3 colours. It was I'm pretty sure it's just red and yellow in theirs, but they'd like call like red, yellow, yellow, or yellow, red, yellow, and then that would open like the door in the thing. So it's literally pretty much exactly the same. However, we reduced
I did
one
see an
of the
episode
colours,
where it was like
and we've
symbols instead of colours. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, they did go to symbols. That was like later on, but initially, yeah, it was the 3 colours.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
do you
great.
want to like
in
give
the,
us
in the show? It's great. Like that's like my favourite bit of the show. Always people would get really like freaked out that they wouldn't be able to get out in time. It's just really a good idea.
Blue, yellow.
People just screaming for the colours and then getting it wrong.
No,
getting them in the
landlord,
wrong order.
blue, yellow. Blue, yellow, landlord. Blue, yellow.
Yellow, blue. Oh no. I can't say it. There it is.
Sorry. Probably should.
Oh, fantastic. All right, just leave him there. So I came out here. I busted a hole through the top if you want to come out. But I was just sort of looking at this and looking at how good this game ended up looking. Especially comparing it. The original one was, in hindsight, was a little bit underwhelming, and when we tried to...
Well, most of the games in the first episode were like that.
Yeah, absolutely, and we did reuse a lot of the old ones because they were classics, you know, those are the games that people were introduced to the Noxcrew Gameshow through, and so when we redid them, we wanted to make sure we kept the original feel, but sort of introduced a new flair to it so that it seemed a little bit more nice to look at, I guess.
Yeah, so let's talk about a couple of things that we did change up from the old episode. First of all, you'll notice that this is an addition that I did because, of course, I have to brag about the things that I did. I moved all of the coloured doors actually to the outer wall here with the intention of making it much easier for the viewer to figure out which doors they're trying to look at. Because if you notice, some of the doors, especially like down here at the bottom, if I take away like the green-blue, it's pretty difficult to see what colour those doors are.
Yeah, essentially impossible from the camera because the camera tries to mirror the player when they're running through here, and there's just absolutely no way that you would be able to see what doors they were at all the time, especially when they do a fast cut back to the control room and then back down here.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it's difficult enough for the viewer to track what's going on a lot of time in the game show. Any little visual cues that we can give to the actual audience is huge. And we do think about it's bigger, I think, is the next thing, which is good because it means that you can actually get a longer game out of it. But something else that I think a lot of people don't really take for granted, but once you get out of the first door, the first door is designed to be a kind of a Turing mechanic. Like, can you figure out the basic premise of the game? If so, welcome to the game. But straight away, you're given 2 different options about which way you can go. It's funny, like, everyone seems to go the same way. Like, no matter what, human behavior kind of dictates that everyone runs over this way, and then because they've come towards this chest, they go through that. I think they go through that door? I don't know. But yeah, the old pyramid didn't actually have like this split option straight away. It was like you had to go through a few doors before you had any options, and that didn't really make for great like dynamic gameplay.
Yeah, and it was really interesting too because it was a 1.5-minute time limit, right? And it was such a smaller map. Martin managed to get locked in there in a 1.5 minutes, and it wasn't necessarily because he wanted to find more diamonds. He was just completely lost.
Gonna get out? I don't think so, Scott. Oh God! Oh God! He's gone for the same just 3 times now, John. Oh, it's too late. Oh, there goes the sand, and he is locked in.
Oh, you're locked in.
That sucks.
It's just the beauty of this game.
He did kind of completely forget the rules of the game as well.
Right.
Although it's interesting, actually. It's interesting because Landlord, like when you did the original game, you were doing timekeeping for it, weren't you?
Yeah, I was at the top, right where the door is right now. You go up here, have a look at it. I was literally above the door with a stopwatch, counting every 10 seconds. And when the time was up, flick a leaf, and then the door fell. Yeah. But that's how it had to be in those days.
There was no way around it.
Yeah, that's how we had to do it. Crazy, now everything's automated. Before then, it was just me and a guy called a Popham TPing all over the place whilst recordings were hoping we'd get to our spots at the right time to press a button.
Right. Or
Crazy stuff.
or Lewis typing the countdown 3, 2, 1, go in chat and stuff like that. It's
that
really
was almost
fantastic.
never actually Lewis.
Right?
Yeah.
It never is him on recording nights, is it?
No.
He was
he's been to a-
well,
He's been to a few this season.
From the start, he was there for pretty much all of them. From the start. Yeah.
But yeah, we've had the two of them, I
Slow
think,
down.
twice this season, and they've really enjoyed it. I mean, we've had some fantastic matches. Really, not that we're gonna spoil them, but
no.
yeah, it's
Really
really
No,
good.
it's always great. The commentators get really excited when they watch it live. Like, the rest of us are so focused on what we're doing, but like the commentators don't actually have anything to do except for absorb it and get the story. So, yeah, like, more than anybody else, they're kind of like our gauge for how well the game's going based on their reactions. Okay, so like in terms of strategy, like what should a team be looking to do when they're playing Pyramid?
Well, I need to have good communication skills with the doors
Obviously,
and stuff.
yeah.
To like really quickly be able to say what colours it is to get it open as fast as I can. But also,
And also kind of like, yeah.
yeah, like the time, only having like 1:30. When you get there and you've got 45 seconds left, you're probably quite deep in the cave, and you're knowing your way back. You are probably going to get back a bit faster, but you've really got to like have a good idea of when to go back, when to leave, and like, because getting all 10 diamonds, you're going to have to do a really, really good job, like to be able to get all the way through this in the whole 1.5 minutes. You can do it, but really tricky.
Yeah, we actually extended it to 2 minutes because we made the
2
pyramid
minutes,
so
sorry.
much bigger as well. Here, I got an interesting question for you guys. I'll ask Niall first and then the landlord.
Yeah.
If you were playing this game on a game show team, right? Which position would you choose to play and why?
Runner, absolutely. I think like one of the things that runners completely forget to do is like they completely forget to kind of have like a little bit of foresight. Like if you're looking through a chest, like but you know that there's another door that you have to go through, tell the person to stand on that door in the meantime. Like there are two people up there who don't have a lot to do. You can kind of chain doors together if you remember them correctly, and it's the kind of thing where I know that I would get like a little bit anxious if I'm up there on the panels. Like I know I'm kind of relying on people down in the pyramid, but I'm relying on people more by not doing the run. I'd love to have that control more than anything else. Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, landlord?
I'd probably be at the top on the pressure plates, mainly because of the times that I've tested this. Like, when we get new people to test it, it's better if they're going into the pyramid, so they're like having the full experience, rather than being at the top. But generally when we're testing, I'd be at the top,
And you're just
Got the
more
practice
Also,
familiar
you're
with
just
that
more used
role.
to doing that.
yeah, I'm more
Yeah.
used to it.
Yeah.
That reminds me a lot of what we did when we were testing Pipeline Pursuit. Actually, always throwing the
Yeah.
new guy as the engineer. It was pretty good.
Yeah, and then if you were doing the run for the second time, you'd have to pretend like you didn't know which way to go. So,
Right.
do I go up here or do I go
Up or
right?
down? Where do I go?
Right. And where do I go?
The
I
thing
don't
about
know.
this
Do I
game,
press
you
the
always
button
need
once?
you always need one new person to test it each time you make a change.
Yeah.
Really. Because if someone already knows
Yeah.
how it is, they're already going to do much better.
Which
That's
makes
how
it
this
really
game works.
difficult
The
for us
first
to
time
do
you
our
do it
job.
is so different to any other time you play it. It's just a massive difference. Because you're all just
Yeah.
straight away when you go in there, you're confused. Like, where do I go?
Yeah, it makes our job more difficult, but it also it gives me a second to bring up how lucky we are to have the Patreons that we have that are willing to come on and help us test. That's
Oh, yeah,
been a blessing this season for sure.
A godsend, yeah.
Yeah.
And if you incidental plug, like completely not deliberately. No, I know you guys are snickering a bit, but this is not deliberate. If you guys would like to check out the Patreon, I'm gonna force Avondale to edit a link into the video, so that's more work for you there. Congrats, buddy.
Alright, if I forget to put it in the video, it'll be in the description, so there we go.
Yeah, if you guys are interested in helping us out with testing, like if you're a Patreon, we will send you out regular messages saying, hey, we need to test this game. If you're available, please get on. And you get to see everything while they get recorded. So we're going to be recording the grand final like this weekend. So the Patreons are going to get to see that before anyone else, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's exciting for them. Real quick, I
Yeah,
just wanted to mention while we're talking about this, I actually busted out of the top of the pyramid because I wanted to show people what this looks like from the outside. But yeah, continue.
ruining the magic. Yeah.
Oh, this is behind the walls, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose it
Bringing
is.
it
I
full
see.
circle.
Wait, you only just got that? Damn it, landlord.
Oh, what an actor he is. Hey guys, it's
let's just.
come on.
Yeah. Smooth! I didn't realize you were. Yeah.
Niall.
This happens every time we record. By the
Okay,
way.
yeah, just shut your trap and then we'll go. Is in the lobby here. Really is fantastic though. There's a bulldozer, of course. You want to go check out the bulldozer?
Oh, I totally want to go ride the bulldozer. Hang
I
on.
didn't even realise that this
Yeah.
pyramids and
Wait,
bulldozers.
turn it on. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's
The
fantastic.
vibrations are tingly.
Somehow we all found a time to get on and record together, isn't it marvelous?
10 seconds into the recording,
is
landlord.
quite-
10 seconds into the recording.
Really quite fantastic. Okay,
So
so
we're really spaced around the globe today, aren't
we
we?
really are. We were just speaking of being spaced out around the globe. Look at how spaced out our decoration. Link up there somewhere and watch the episode so we don't spoil it for you. So yeah, today I'm going to talk about Pyramid. My special guests today are, I have two of them. I have Niall all the way from Australia,
Hey guys, how's it going?
and I have Epic Landlord all the way from the UK.
Hey everybody.
And somehow we all grief. Oh wow, let's keep it PG. Over here we have a legit pyramid, which we'll use in a second to explain the game. What do we have over here? This is my favorite part, I think. Deathbed, like a sunbed, but deadly. Deathbed 2, like number 1, but 2. Hey guys, it's Avondale, and welcome back to Behind the Walls, where I take you behind the walls in the Noxcrew Gameshow. I'd like to remind you again, like I do every time, that if you haven't seen the episode yet, make sure to click on that link.